how to make mixed media painting. Hello, it's been a hot minute, approximately 2 years, but I am back again. So thank you who stayed and waited for me. And if you are new here, thank you so much for joining and believing in me. So today I'm gonna do a little bit of a tutorial in a way. I'm really into mixed media painting and illustration and all things like that. So if you wanna just paint together or just watch me draw, you're welcome. And yeah, shall we start? So, blank page anxiety is real. Like, genuinely, one of the hardest parts of making art. My trick? Just put something down, anything. I usually start with a real light wash, just some color, just to break that white page curse. And once there is something there, it stops feeling so precious and I can actually breathe. You know what I mean? So what I'm doing now is just adding some greenery here, and I mean like really just adding some, and I'm absolutely not counting the grass blades today, or ever really. I wanted instead to talk something about what I feel pretty strongly about, which is references. I know a lot of people use Pinterest or Google Images, and that's fine if you're doing it for yourself. But there is something really different about using your own photos. Not only that you have the copyright, you can sell that art you make from those pictures with your calm mind, but even, like a blurry picture you took on your phone in that restaurant or on the walk you barely remember, because the emotion is still yours and you were there and you know how the light fell, how cold it was, and that comes through in your work in a way that no stock photo ever will. You know what I mean? So my advice for all people who are struggling with art block or finding it hard to pick the reference, just use your own stuff and try to feel inspired by even everyday life, even if it's your kettle. You know what I mean? So talking about materials, you saw I am starting with gouache because I like to block the big areas of color first and then layer on top. But this is my way and there is no rule. You could do the whole thing in pencil and let the sketch breathe underneath everything else. I am also using a pretty big brush right now, and some of you might find that like scary because what about all the details? Well, the thing is I really don't care about small details now, and it just like stops me from overthinking and overcaring about stuff. Details will come a little bit later, but the hard part is to trust the mess now. Also, if you are watching so long already, please don't forget that if you would subscribe, it would be great. Yeah, I know. So for my second layer, I am going in with colored pencils, and oh my gosh, I love them so much and I use them basically in every painting I do, and they are kind of my comfort zone in a way. What I am doing is almost recklessly scribbling over the gouache in a similar color. I know it sounds counterintuitive, but just try it. It adds so much texture and character and genuinely surprises me every time, like especially now when I'm like painting rocks, and I'm not gonna repeat every single ridge and stuff like that. So quick tip, if you are using colored pencils, my personal preference would be to use wax-based ones because they are much easier to blend and layer than oil-based ones, so worth checking what you have. But I mean, if you have what you have, you can work with whatever. So now we move to soft pastels, which honestly I haven't touched in a while, so we are figuring this out together for a little bit. I love them for adding that pop of vibrancy, especially when the rest of the painting is quite muted, like in this particular scenario. They blend super easily, even if you're just using your finger. I know there is controversy about that, like, you should not ever use fingers to blend skin oils and all that, but this is my sketchbook and I do what I want. I suggest you do what you want as well. And lastly, this is a little white Posca pen. So I use it just to give some highlights, crisp edges wherever you want that extra snap. Don't overdo it, just a few touches. It's a small thing that makes big difference. And yeah, that's it. Okay, so how was it? Did you enjoy it? Did you do something? Please let me know in the comments. What do you think? But please be nice. It was a long time since I posted anything here on YouTube. So yeah, I hope I'll see you next time soon. And if you want me to draw something specific or make a tutorial about how to draw something specific, please let me know in the comments again. And see you next time. Bye!